Well, here we are, everybody, returning to Stray Kids. Kind of. I've been hearing a lot about Han's new song called Back to Life, so I had to come and investigate. And I hear it's pretty much right up my alley, so I have high hopes for that sentiment. Let's check it out. Okay. I like that. That's nice.
I still don't know why I should live a lie. Am I wrong or right? You'll know it in time. Rise till we end this fight. We're living no room for regret. Cut the fake, just stick to dirt. I keep my head up high.
Nice. Wow. Very groovy rhythm.
In the sunlight, in the moonlight, I was out of sight, you know. Seems like they really want me to be alone. Every story, different endings. Let's see it with our own eyes. Walking straight into the future. I won't look back at the past. Oh, hide this be deep inside. Who I used to be, I'll forget. Take a breath, become someone. I keep my head up high. Through all this pain, I'll let it get out. I'm aiming high to feel alive. Nothing's gonna let me down. Every scar is proof I tried. You'll never see me go down. Unless they keep it, I'll tell them no. They don't come around since the whole night. Yeah, you know I don't care how many times I fall. 'Cause I come back to life.
Very intriguing.
My mind's lucid, dumb foolish. Finally, I'm now breaking free. Racing to the place that makes us who we are. Yeah!
Nice.
Unless they keep it, I'll tell them no. They don't come around since the whole night. Yeah, you know I don't care how many times I fall. 'Cause I come back to life. Unless they keep it, I'll tell them no. They don't come around since the whole night. Yeah, you know I don't care how many times I fall. Come, let's go back to life.
I see you, Han. I see you. Very nice. Okay, I have to see if I can get it to pause just right on that guitar because I got to talk about that guitar. Okay, we finally got it right here. This is very interesting. One thing that I am obsessed with when it comes to guitar and rock music in particular, and I think there's a lot of the people out there that when you're in kind of like that metal and a rock area that there's a good chunk of us that I feel like really, really goes for tone. It's something that a lot of times people will base their entire like almost band around. You know, if you go up to somebody that's kind of in a genre like this, you can ask them like, "Oh, who's your favorite tone?" And they might say like Dimebag or Eddie Van Halen, or there's a lot of people out there that have very recognizable tones, from Zakk Wylde down to Eric Clapton. And I think the thing that's really interesting, this right here is a Fender Jazzmaster, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, yes, this makes sense, because if you listen to the guitar...
Future, I won't look back at the past. Oh, hide this be deep inside. Who I used to be, I'll forget. Take a breath, become someone. I keep my head out. I made me hide, feel alive.
Give me that riff, come on. There we go. It's so rich and smooth and round.
I don't care how many times I fall. Come, let's go back to life.
See, and this is the thing that I always find so interesting. Because, like, whenever I hear people say, oh, this sounds like this, or this sounds like that. And you're right, but the thing that I find so interesting is this kind of lets me know what kind of musician somebody is. Because, like, yeah, that itself is also a jazz master. I really like that other one, though. But when you think about this does sound a little bit more alt-rock, has a little bit of pop-punk kind of feel to it, You could even say that maybe even is like an early 2000s style of kind of rock, pop-punk kind of sound. But the fact that he knew about, like, because I'm going to go out on a limb, okay? And I like to give people more than just the benefit of the doubt. That this is not just buying some sort of replica brand new one. I think he actually has, like, a classic edition. Like, I think this is like really big in like 63. And I think that that's what he has. I think he has like a stage-worn 63 sunburst, Fender Jazzmaster. And to me, that's what I'm saying. Is like the fact that he chose that guitar. It would have been so easy. Almost every single person that makes music like this will generally just go for the Stratocaster. Whether it be the, Mexican made or if it's the American version. It's almost always a Stratocaster. And then, if you're doing country, it's a Telecaster. But he went out and specifically found a Jazzmaster. Not one, two Jazzmasters. He has a certain taste, at least for this song. And that's cool. I love that. Because the other thing that I think is so interesting is because, yeah, it gives you that really nice tone. But I would actually even say, I would even dare to go out on a limb and say this is a perfect pairing with his voice, because he himself is also got a smoother voice, but there is a little bit of that extra punchy grittiness that he kind of throws in there.
No regret, cut the fake, just take to die. I keep my head up high, through all this pain, I'll let it out.
That part right there where he throws in just like a little bit of that grit, a little bit of vocal fry, it's so on par with him in that guitar. And I have to say, I find his vocals to be very interesting because we just got done doing 1 Week Club, so there was a lot of him just doing more rap stuff. So this is my first time really seeing him put vocals to use that isn't outside of that. And he might have a good future there. I actually really think the song works really well. I like his tone. I like the vibe behind the song. It's got that nice feel to it. It's smooth, but it has a bit of that fry to it. Like I said, it's got a little bit of grit. It's round. It's a really good sound. The song itself does kind of give me some of those vibes of like 2000s, 2010s rock songs. Very well done. Yeah, I think I would like a whole album of this from him, if I'm being honest. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. We'll discuss this down in the comments below. Thank you, and goodbye.